and they're growing their own grains, so they've gone and got some heritage grains from Portion.
I love that though, it's going right back to sort of the traditional ways of making food, and I think that's one of the things I love about sourdough.
We're making bread every day for our campers. We use little enamel
okay, so make smaller loaves.
and we make a loaf that's kind of perfect to give for a couple who are staying here, and they have that for their breakfast. We also have some that we use when we're serving soups. So we've got soup that we make from the garden. So ours is a little loaf, but it's still 100%, sourdough. And so our culture here, so that's
looking beautiful, yes.
So I'll show you that. That's gets fed whenever we're making bread.
Yep. Do you feed it the night before, or do you feed it?
We feed it when we make it.
Yeah.
Just take some out.
We'll put some in. Yeah.
So on the scales, that's insignificant, so we'll just call that 0. Now we're going to make this a 3 loaf batch. So I've done this here for me, and these are my 3 little loaves. So, you'll take one of these recipes away with you, but then you'll adapt it to you. And
yes, as your sort of your oven, your temperatures, your flour,
your size of loaf,
things.
And definitely your flour. So I find with the whole wheat flour, I use quite a high hydration level and a bit less mother because it's so nutritious it almost goes too hard. We're going to put in the water. So for 3, we'll put in 650 mils.
You can tell you've done this a lot because you almost instinctively know how much is in there.
And so now we'll put in our flour or mother. So there's 2 ways you can do this, and every time a chef comes here they have a different way.
Yeah.
So a chef I've been working with lately, he says that he likes to hydrate the flour first, whereas I've always done the water than the mother culture. So today we'll try Kirby's way.
So his idea is that you're hydrating the flour first, and then when you add the mother, it's going to mix a lot more easily.
Yeah, or that it reacts better. But I've done both ways, both work.
I use this sort of method when I'm making focaccia.
Okay. You're very experienced at this bread.
Maybe
we'll swap sides.
I've been making bread since I was about 16. I used to use it as I'm a terrible insomniac.
Right.
So I'd get up very early in the morning and I'd knead and make some bread, and the rhythm of the activity was quite calm. Yeah. Now I'd go back to bed and I could get up in the morning and put it in the oven.
Yeah.
I often use my mixer when I'm making bread, so it's probably not quite as gentle as that.
Ours is all hand done because we're going to mix it.
No, that's beautiful.
And so I can probably kind of leave that until I add the mother later. And I'll add a little bit more water and salt.
Yeah, because that will just actually sort of come together now.
Put that in.
So I'm just literally popping the water straight in until I get to 50 grams.
Not
47.
There you go. That's probably enough.
1 extra.
We need to put in 200 of this.
Do you almost instinctively know how much you're putting in?
Well, I normally use a cup, so.
That's your rock salt.
Yeah.
Now, I'd heard somewhere that salt can stop your yeast.
Yeah, so I won't add this yet. I'll add a little bit later. But they need it to rise as well. So you just don't want to add it straight on top of your mother.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And so you can weigh, all this out, but I just tend to go by sight in terms of splitting it into 3 tins. And I just fold it quite gently. I often say when I'm teaching my daughter who's 10 how to make bread that you handle it like a baby's bottom.
There we go, guys. Handle it like a baby's bottom. I think Jamie Oliver is the one that says it should feel like a soft food.
And spray these. So you can see there is some nice
absolutely.
air in this, which is good.
So almost roll it,
I just roll it up.
creating more air pockets.
Yeah, and then flour on top and on my fingers. Just tuck it in.
It just has so much bounce to it.
You want to do
Yeah, I do.
that one?
All right. So I'm just going to sort of pull him up like that and then roll.
And then I tend to roll, see where I've cut the edge?
Yeah.
I roll that back in, or you can fold it in almost like an omelette. And then this, yeah, give it a good dust. I'll do my first proving in the bowl out, and then my second proving in the tin in. Whereas this one I've kind of done it beforehand, but normally I'll do it that way.
So you're going to score the top.
Yeah. Why don't you do it?
So tell me about the scoring. So it doesn't matter?
It's personal. So some people do it to be very creative and make a
I've seen some of the designs online.
a stamp on their bread.
Yeah.
But really what you're trying to do is stop it from splitting on the sides. So I often just do a very simple score.
Just a simple score through the top.
Yeah.
And is that deep enough? Just through that top layer?
Maybe a little bit, but not much.
Okay, you can see it now,
Yeah. And the great thing is see how that's opening up. And that's good. If it starts joining together, then it's probably overproved. You may need to fold a bit of flour into it.
Well, that's a good tip.
That's perfect. See?
Yeah, it is
separating
open.
nicely.
Yeah.
So we can pop them in here.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for your time today, Sue. I really enjoyed the meeting.
Yeah.
Can't shake.
No. Yeah, there you go. Or what we can do is we'll do a cheers. There you go.
Perfect.
Wine, I wouldn't say no to that.
There we go. That's probably the best way to. This is the new tip. Yeah, there you go. Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
Sorry.
Salud. Oh, that's beautiful.